The White House declared January National Human Trafficking Prevention Month. Advocates say the public needs to know the harsh realities, especially when it comes to child sex trafficking, if we want to make our communities safer. So Abbie Newman is a registered nurse who responds to cases and is a board member at the PA chapter of Child Advocacy Centers. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hey, Abbie.
Hi, thank you.
First, I want to start off, I think a lot of people, they underestimate or they just don't think about how prevalent sex trafficking is, even in our area.
That's correct. It is a very, very underreported crime. I can't give you any real statistics on it because we just don't know. We do know, however, that it's increasing.
And
we know that it, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say at Mission Kids Child Advocacy Center in Montgomery County, we identified 54 suspected trafficking victims just last year in 2021.
Wow. And the interesting part is a lot of times the victims don't even realize that they're victims. Can you explain that?
That's correct.
At first.
Yeah, sure. Because the traffickers and the exploiters, they manipulate these children, they manipulate adults when they put them out for commercial exploitation. A child may think that this is a boyfriend or a love interest, or they're very vulnerable. They might be a runaway or in foster care, have a prior history of child sexual abuse, and they think somebody is caring for them. Oh, just this once, please do this for money. We need it. Or it's survival sex. And they don't realize that they are being victimized and exploited.
What about the people, the customers? I mean, there must be a lot of them too.
You know, that is really a problem. There was a study that was done in San Diego, probably about 6 or 7 years ago now. In San Diego, what they found is that the prime time for there to be hits online for the buyers looking for children to have sex or sexual acts with, peak time was between noon and 3 p.m. on a weekday. What does that tell you about who the buyers are? And they are from generally office and corporate computers.
What?
But yet, right, but that's a real problem. We really need to start going after the buyers even more than we already do. Montgomery County has made a concerted effort, and there are efforts across the state to try to make that change to go after buyers.
So it sounds like they would be like business professionals, and mostly men, I would imagine.
As far as we could tell, that doesn't say that there are no women. Sometimes there are, but by and large, the buyers tend to be men, yes.
How young are these kids?
You know, I could make your hair stand up. It could be as young as infants. Often, because 30% of the time, the person that is actually selling the child for a sexual act is going to be a family member or a caretaker.
Wow.
Oh my God. A family member?
Yeah, because you have the opioid crisis, you have COVID when people are locked in together, there are stressors on the family, there's economic stressors. The internet is much more prevalent, being able to use the internet as a site for recruitment for children has become much more prevalent. And then you have adolescents. One study put the average age of entering into being commercially exploited as an adolescent, 12 to 14 years of age. Kids are vulnerable. All teenagers are vulnerable.
Yeah.
No teenager has great self-esteem. So now you have somebody online, they think that it's this hot guy, this older man that says, oh, you're beautiful, your parents don't understand you, come out and meet me. And then it's a whole grooming process.
So
go ahead.
No, please finish.
I was going to say that the people that exploit them, the traffickers, play right into the teenagers' low self-esteem, and they exploit that.
Somebody gives them attention.
And that's the interesting part there. So what are some red flags so we can start noticing this so we can do something to stop it?
Absolutely. If it's something that's going on within the family, often these kids are still in school. So you want to watch out for, does somebody suddenly show up with extra bling, lots of expensive clothes or makeup or their nails done when suddenly they hadn't been able to? If it's a family member, are they falling asleep during classes because they've been up all night being exploited and being sold? If it's somebody outside of the family, are they suddenly turning more into themselves? Are they being cut off from their friends because the manipulation is cut you off from those that might help you? Look for tattoos, something like not just a regular tattoo, but something that shows economy, a dollar sign, a barcode, that you belong to somebody's property.
This is interesting. I'm glad you sent us this list. I mean, there's a lot on the screen there. So simple things like multiple phones too.
Exactly, because they can be called all the time.
Wow. Or references made to frequent travel to other cities.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's exactly it. How are they going somewhere? Suddenly, are they going during the week or on the weekends from the Philadelphia area, New York, DC? How many cities are within driving distance? And there are so many major highways that go through our area. Very easy transport, unfortunately, for victims.
Yeah. You also mentioned that they might be visiting sexually explicit, social media sites. Maybe
Right.
a new boyfriend comes into her life and he's much older. You mentioned that too.
Exactly. Exactly. So
God.
it's a problem. And if you look at Pennsylvania, there's an infrared map from Polaris. It's the National Human Trafficking Hotline. You can look at a map of the United States and you can actually see I-95 because it is lit up in red from Boston all the way down
You're
to
looking at
Miami.
it. My
There you
God.
go. I mean, the infrared, the red and the orange hotspots, that is where in 2019, this is a 2019 map, the hotspots are. And you could look at all the major intersections right across Pennsylvania.
Abbie, explain the map a little bit better. So reports of child trafficking are in orange or red?
Any of the dots, any of the infrared are where there are reports to the National Human
most.
Trafficking Hotline
My God.
for reports of trafficking of people.
It's like,
So the darker, the redder, the more calls Polaris received in 2019 from those particular
yeah, look
areas.
at Florida, Southern California, but then us between DC
Exactly.
and New York, Boston.
Exactly. We are just lit up. How you can't, it looks like a volcano in Southeast
Yeah.
Pennsylvania. You
Wow.
just can't get away from it. And the entire surrounding area, New Jersey, Delaware. And you could follow, is that 76 or 80, right across Pennsylvania to Pittsburgh and Allegheny, all the way up to the Scranton in the northeast section of the state, down
Yeah.
through Delaware County. It
To
just, you
Chicago.
could see where it's happening. And it happens often at truck stops. Think about that. That's where a trafficker can make an
Truck
appointment
stops.
to meet somebody. It's in transit. It's fast. It's on the road. Nobody notices. It's dark.
Abbie,
So
thank you
go
for
ahead.
being with us.
Yes,
thank you
thank
for
you
what
for
you
this
do,
information.
too.
Thank you
gotta
so
be
much.
a tough subject matter every day of your life.
But it's important work.
Yeah.